Hello there, YouTube. This is Sibbles and Bits back at it again with a continuation of our Arcanium run. I'm going to just go ahead and jump into this sucker. So, as you guys know from the last video, we're in kind of a way here. We've got Bjorn, Misty, Thorum, and we are attempting to take this shard battle right here. And the reason why we want to take this shard battle is we still want to get this shard battle in Act 1, so that we can get access to an heirloom at the easiest possible time, especially because, you know, some of our builds are suffering here. Bjorn's just got a couple of good defensive cards in Blood Armor and Killing Machine. Misty's actually pretty decked out with 2 dashing strikes. But Thorum over here is doing like a whole bunch of stuff just trying to help for the most part. Ice Barrier is probably like one of the best things that he's got right here. Otherwise, like his Forge Spirits aren't bad either. And then he's got some Flame Spray in order to have basically a better burn card, assuming that these guys are able to stay alive. We're in Uzier. They should be alive. But, yeah, everybody's in need of a little bit more. And unfortunately, this Forge right here came a little late. Oh, we do got these, though. Do we have an ability we want to upgrade for this? I'm not thinking that you have anything. Is it possibly G-Burst? Probably not. Aftershock wouldn't be... It's really just +1. Meditate Plus, perhaps? Yeah, honestly, we don't really have very good, like, upgrade targets right now. Ice Barrier, maybe. Yeah, so we're going to hold on to that for now. Anyways, we have this Void Shrine over here, which isn't usually a very good hit for us, especially because, like, Void Shrines are generally quite specific just in general. We would love to get elusives out of it. That's probably about it. Weak wouldn't be bad. Even Void Power actually wouldn't be too bad because Bjorn heals off of his purple cards for the most part. And so getting more out of that's pretty good. Otherwise, nobody else uses Void. Yeah. There's also the possibility that what we're supposed to do is do absolutely nothing for another 4, not take this shard boss, and then get our free heirloom, and then maybe feel good enough to take these later. But I don't feel like this team is gonna feel good enough to take those later at the time. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at all of our threats that we see here, and that will be a tier 1 enemy, which is either Elder Genie, who is honestly probably one of the easiest ones that we could possibly get here. The 2 immune at the start of the turn is obviously annoying, but otherwise, like, he spends most of the time doing nothing, just shielding everybody. Depending on which elite is on the right side, he could get pretty deadly, though, with his ulti that he's going to hit, like, every 2 turns. Could be the Scorpion. Vashar applies 2 burn when damaged, which means that we would have to like take him out pretty quickly because otherwise that's really going to add up. But another way that we could get around this is by just using Misty to plant shock on the sides and then just take out the side lanes. But that's probably not going to do much for us. We could also get by this with the minions that we have, but the minions we have do like 2 red damage, so they'd be doing 1 damage at a time. Not exactly the best. I believe, though, that we do have a cleanse available. I'll have to check our item again, but I know that we took a item at some point here. Otherwise, it's not Orion the Chosen. It's the other... There we go. If attacked by a minion, gain 1 power and destroy it. We really don't care about that, because chances are we're not going to use a minion to, like, block the middle lane. So, we're going to have to deal with, like, this multi-strike 3-4, this wound, this damage in an area, which is relatively easier. So the one thing that we don't want to see really is the Scorpion, but then the other 2 are going to take less damage from Lady, which again is currently like our most roided champion here. So we just really hope that that doesn't happen. Okay, we can do this. I will not give you Soul Stealer, though, because I feel like that would make you last, like, freaking forever. Especially for a loot cache at 10, I don't think that that's worth it. So, we're going to have to find out a way to do 210 damage. And, of course, the elites that we drew, we actually were unlucky and draw 2 Tier 2 elites, which means that they have passives. And this one is going to provide burn onto us just like the, almost exactly like the Scorpion that we were afraid of, except at least this one is only once a turn, so we could burst this guy down and then just ignore them for the rest of the, ignore that they exist. But then, of course, we're going to have probably like 12 burn on us, which is going to be pretty hard to frickin' deal with. We do have a cleanse, though, which is pretty good, and Tomb Crawler is going to be putting Hex on us as well, so that's kind of annoying. So the question here is do we just face race this guy? If we face race this guy, then, well, let's see. Bjorn actually took out his Reckless Blows. So it's actually going to be quite difficult for us to do that because of the fact that we really don't do significant damage unless we have Killing Machine in play. The other thing is that we really don't have very good sustain here besides Misty, who's able to like get 6 health a turn, which won't be enough to deal with Sandwalker Liskar, especially with other shit going on. And this enemy's just going to AoE burn us, and then we're going to get burned when we attack them. I almost want to take this enemy out, but again, I honestly don't know if we can afford to do that. So it might actually end up being we do have to face race this guy, but our average damage per turn is like pretty shit on Bjorn right now. Basically, we're going to have to hope for a good push because of the fact that we were able to get the Elemental Shrine Fervor for +3 Fury. So, if I am remembering correctly, we gave you 4 AP. So on turn 2, you're actually going to be able to like pop your ultimate, which is going to give us a good AoE shielding on that turn, and push Bjorn over so that he can use his lifesteal, AoE lifesteal, and then pretty much hopefully start ramping up on his next one. So Fervors are going to allow us to do our ulti pop, if you will, like a turn earlier, but I don't know if that's actually going to make much of a difference here. Like Misty being able to put down her shock, I mean, she would still do it on the same turn. It's not really going to make that much of a difference. Anyway, so I guess let's see how this goes, huh? Please be burned. Thank you. Alright, this is actually quite good for us, I believe, because we're able to just blood armor and then life leech it. And I guess what we're going to do here is just try and skirt the fact. Okay, that's right. This is a... Wait, no, that's still direct damage. No, the card I'm thinking of, it deals direct damage. Deals 6 damage. Okay, I wasn't thinking clearly on that one. But, now Thorm's going to be in some serious trouble. Yeah, turn 1 we dealt 4 damage. Not looking great. And now you're ulting for AoE 13. Again, not really looking great. We've at least got that going here. I'm going to throw that across. That's going to help us sustain quite a bit. And kind of in an awkward situation here as far as... I guess we're going to do something like this. And then I'll throw that 4 damage out there. Let's get this lightning claws out this turn, because I honestly don't think that we're going to run into much of a better situation. It's also going to help us kill these side lanes, which is I'm quite thankful for. Now, Bjorn, we're actually going to sit for a while because we don't want to hit this enemy and then get more burn on top of the huge 4 burn that we're about to get. Not really feeling that, right? Now, what I'd like to see is for you to get Aftershock. Thank you very much. We're going to just place down a little piddly. Thankfully, we got the resolves here. So what I'm going to do is something like this. You can actually get weakened. I'm fine with that. Give everybody some shielding. Protect this man. Bob this man. We're probably going to have to pop this really freaking soon. It might honestly be this turn that we got to do that. But I'm going to go ahead and do this. I thought I just told myself that I was fine with Thorm getting, good lord, Bits. Come on, man. Which means we probably need to hit this turn. It's okay, we're probably going to use this AoE cleanse next turn. It's not like we're actually going to get hit by that. Okay. Bjorn, what the fuck is his hand? What are you thinking, dude? That's about how I feel about that. And we might as well do this so that we heal a little bit more because we're wounded on this turn. But now the Tomb Crawler is going to do his AoE. We're going to be fine here. But we really should try to block for her as much as we possibly can. Now we're in a way, though. Really? Okay. Probably should have used this while I was there. That was kind of a flub. Especially because he's not going to die now. We kind of need him to die. Guess we could get him close. We should be able to pop through his shields because he's doing 10 cleanse. Hmm. Yeah, killing him would have been much better. Yep, I think we're done, team. Yeah, there's just no way. Even if I was to shift over here, take 5 damage, the burn would kill me. Like, really, the only thing that I could possibly do is like this. Unless... like, obviously not. We're just dancing. Because now we can't even shift lanes. Yep. Well, that's misfortunate. So yeah, probably the correct decision was to actually like sit back and wait, but I don't know. I think honestly in that fight, we basically just got killed by the Shakir Hunter over in the right lane. And that could have been one of any 3 tier 2 enemies, and then it even could have been a tier 1 enemy as well. But since we got hit with that, that was just too much burn damage. And possibly a couple of flubs would have made the difference between that 40 health on the middle enemy. I don't actually think that in the last few rounds when we attacked when we didn't just outright kill the Tomb Guardian on the left, I don't think that that made that much of a difference. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I honestly wonder how I could have done that differently besides just not going into that fight at all. We didn't boost it, thankfully. Otherwise, that would have been like one of the obvious answers is we shouldn't have boosted it. But I knew already that it was just with that enemy getting its ult every 2 turns and just hitting AoE for 13. With the amount of block that was on our team, we were just gonna like eat shit if we went into that. So I guess we're going to go ahead and random up another team. Now we got Celeste with Chastise, Angorn, and Carrion, but Carrion has the minion shuffle ult. Interesting. Oops, all supports? We have the easy out here of Carrion just like biding time until he's able to scale his minions fast enough. But then the question is how exactly do we actually scale our minions fast enough? We could easily take this into Scorchlands for Dark Effigy. Dark Effigy would obviously just allow him to kill his starter minions as fast as possible. We have like a crap ton of sustain here. We even have the regen cleanse, Celeste with a good damage ultimate. So, I mean, this is not a bad team at all in my opinion. We even have good like color overlapping. Angorn overlaps with both Celeste in yellow and Carrion with green. And so then we just have 2 other colors, which means that our commons are going to be much better. Could also see taking this team to Anador. Okay. If you ever get offered Unearth Plus, you take Unearth Plus. This card's disgusting. Otherwise, 10 enemies in Scorchlands gets us another minion. We could use that. 20 tiles in Scorchlands gets us a ton of gold, and then Anador upgrades 2 abilities. Now that we have Unearth, I think we definitely are heading over to Anador. So, I think that I'm good with all of these. The only one that I might reroll is the pick a minion, but we can time that to be pretty good for us. And we already have access to our capital. Like, this is... Well, what is this? What the hell? This start is looking much better than the last one. We even know that we have a path to Anador through here, which is by like a ton of shard battles if we're feeling like we can actually take them. So the first thing we need to do is start scaling so that we can take them. Loot case right there is pretty good. That's a free item and an artifact. Okay, I'm pretty okay with this actually. Like, your minions are obviously going to be wasted on the Void Aberration, but like, what the heck are you going to do, right? Might as well just do the damage. Wait a frickin' second. I need to check something real quick here. Forgive me. Okay. Has Leeching Strike been 6 damage since 1.0? How the frick are people saying? Or it's like since his inclusion? Because I have it down here, it's 4 damage, 1 leech. Who was saying that he has a shitty starter deck? Holy shit! Oh, fuck. He's literally, like, it's purple damage, so that obviously sucks. But it's literally Shinzo with extra leech. Are you kidding me? That's insane. Kind of a shit hand from Celeste. I was hoping for a little bit more zaps. Also, why aren't you ulting every two? Am I in Apex? Why aren't you ulting every 2 turns? Hmm. God, we thought we could trust Bits, and then he threw the last game and then immediately started cheating. Sorry about that. Alright. We seriously, like, bottom decked all of our minions here. Come on, man. Oh no, my unholy swing. Anyways. 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 Okay. As you can no doubt tell, this is a very slow team. As such, we're going to have a lot of difficulties in the early game with just getting ulted on. And so we're going to need to try and change that as fast as possible. Hmm. I mean, the good thing is that we're definitely going to be full health when we leave, right? So we got that going for us. If that is indeed something. So I suppose down in the questions below, or the comments, whatever you want to call it, just to give you guys something to chat about. By the way, thanks for being chatty last time, talking about, nostalgic foods. Um, would you guys have taken that corpse explosion that was offered alongside Unearth Plus? I'll be perfectly honest. I am all about Spore Burst here. I would love to do Arcane Spark. Maybe Arcane Spark is actually the right decision here, just so that we can get some more damage out there. But I believe that Spore Burst is actually going to pull a lot of weight here in Scorched Lands. We'll get rid of a Vine Lash for it. Oh man, we're going to have to unbury this damn Luke Cage, aren't we? Like already that was a much better turn. That was a little rude. This is pretty much just textbook Celeste as far as I'm concerned. It's just that usually you have a team that's doing something. Recycle dough. Recycle dough. Nature's Bolt also isn't bad either. Especially since we're in, it wouldn't actually work. I was thinking since we are in Scorched Lands, we could get the Dispel on turn start. but regen would apply immediately after our turn, not at the start of our turn, so it wouldn't actually work out for us. But it is still like very good damage in allowing us to like just nudge by and finish a kill is quite important. And currently we're not capable of doing any of that. Otherwise, recycle. Just it's good. So I think we're going to take recycle, and we're going to equip that. And I would love to replace that with a vine lash, but honestly, we kind of need it. Can we afford this? We probably should. I immediately regret my decision. Spore Burst Plus is 5 poison in an area. That's quite good. Also upgrading these guys just to start them out 2 turns ahead, basically. Not necessarily bad either. Yeah, I'm guessing, honestly, it's going to be Spore Burst or Recycle, because Recycle becomes free. But I think Spore Burst is honestly going to help us more right now, as far as just being able to push elites, because we now have to push elites. I guess we really don't have to. We might be getting lost in the sauce trying to get this loot cache, but I'm still kind of about it. We really are going to have to dig up this damn loot cache, aren't we? Why does this keep happening to me? It's a great turn 1. Then can we, like, not have the hyena die, please? Probably could have ordered that. Yeah, the sad thing is this team actually isn't going to do that much. We can do that. How many cards do you have? Guess we'll reflect that damage, give that. I was debating a recycle on Carrion, just to get through his deck. It might even have been a good idea to do that for Celeste, just to make sure that we have access to all of our cards next turn. Because we knew what we were going to get this turn, which is not the best. But at least we can do something like this. We'll probably save that till next turn, actually. And then here, we're in kind of a pickle. Because Carrion doesn't really want to play these. Because they hurt. Maybe the right move was to recycle for him. I'll hit once. But we aren't going to like it at all. And then honestly, do that. Because Carrion's going to need the heals much more than anybody else next turn. Like, he's going to need them a lot. Definitely helps out. Do we actually want to... I think we do. There we go. That feels much better. The fact that we can't even kill elusives is pretty feels bad, man. But at least this guy's dead. Certainly helps. All right. Looked a little rocky, but it wasn't too bad. Spellweaver's gloves? We do have carrion. But the main question is why? Why Spellweaver's gloves? Black Blood Vial is also like incredibly good on this team. I almost feel like Spellweaver's gloves is the play. I just really don't know how to go about it, if that makes any sense. It just seems insane not to take it. You know what? We'll take it. Bottled Lightning is just straight up better than our current shock cards, and it upgrades into something better too. But that doesn't necessarily mean that Bottled Lightning is the correct thing for us to take. Perhaps what we're supposed to take is Cleave, so that we can actually help deal some damage. Frostbolt, of course, helps with defense, which is important. But unless we get like Captain's Hat, like Shock is doing like fuck all on this team. Do you upgrade or retain? No, you do double damage. Hold up. Yeah, okay. So I could see that replacing a smite. Oh, look, we got a shrine at least. That's something good. Okay, we have spell weavers now. Keep that in mind. That was a bit of an ouchie. Oh, missed him by one. There's Arcane Spark again. God damn. This time we're going to take it. Again, she needs something that's going to help actually accelerate our game here. As far as who needs an extra AP, it's a good question. Angorn could definitely get away with it. But I think that the person that could obviously use it most is, especially with Spellweaver shenanigans, we want to be able to play 2 minions on the turn where we get 2 minions. So we definitely take that. An Arcana Shrine. Say less. Hmm. Hmm. Abundance isn't bad either. I can see the argument for both of these. Draw Clarity obviously is, just better deck cycling, whereas Abundance only occurs once, and it makes us lose value if we put Draw on our, if we put Draw on ourselves, which is technically, it's something that we're going to want to do. But it gives us good consistency now, which definitely raises its value in my eyes. Whereas Draw Clarity is like, not necessarily like consistently, but it's going to be good throughout the game. We just don't know when we're going to get it. And sometimes it's going to be okay, I draw like 2 cards into like basically nothing. It enables draw mechanics, it enables like playing blue cards, it enables playing cards in general, which is all good things. We have spell weavers, so we could technically like duplicate it, but it like why? I actually wonder when the ordering is on that. Would it be possible for you to draw the clarity that you just duplicated? I think so. But anyways, that's getting into the lost in the weeds, if you will. Charisma, obviously, like incredibly important. Being able to bankroll like what you want isn't like it's a huge part of the player agency of the game, right? And so being able to reduce vendor prices by 20% means that you technically need 25% less money. So you can maybe back off on a couple of shard fights if you're not particularly good at them. But the thing is I think we're actually like pretty damn good at shard fights, especially in this area. They're gonna try and put a lot of DOTs on us, and we just stall them out with a combination of Angorn's Spore Burst and of course we've got minions on carrion. Good defense all around. Like defense could be better, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if like saving money is necessarily like going to be that huge of a boon for us. We'd be able to reroll maybe one more time, seek stuff out. It's a definitely a good thing to look into as far as like it's worth for us. But I would generally take this on like any other. Oh, I guess since we have a ton of elites, you could still argue that having like a ton of gold is pretty good. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I think we're gonna take the draw clarity though, is what we're gonna go for. I should have waited one for that loot cache because it's obviously going to be a common now. Meep map. Well, that's good. Apply 1 weak to everybody. Apply hex when an enemy hits you. Apply 1 might whenever you play a void or elemental card. Well, none of us play elemental cards. The only person who plays void cards is carrion. And we could use this, but I don't know, man. If we actually ended up using this, that would be pretty fucking slick. But in the event where we would use that, this would be honestly useless. So I think Nether Orb, just to, help us out a little bit, is probably the move here. We could put that in anybody. Let's put it on our support Angorn. And so now I'm sitting here, and I'm thinking we're looking pretty good for a shard, honestly. And I will play this out. And there's kind of an ulterior motive, right? If we die here, then obviously I can do some setup on Friday for the stream this weekend. Because I won't have to, continue the video. If we live, we're going to be, looking pretty damn good. Unless it, absolutely kicks our ass, which is highly unlikely, I think. You're annoying because of the fact that you get might in an area upon taking damage. But again, if our primary clock out is just minions and poison, I almost don't even think that we care. I'm honestly even gonna boost this man. Now, unfortunately, this is when you take damage. Little rough. Oh, we're doing this. Spore Burst, thank you. I am all about this getting weakened thing. I guess what we're gonna do is something like this. A little funky, but it's the scaling that we're looking for. Unfortunately, our minion scaling is purple versus a purple enemy, but, when you take Carrion to Scorched Lance, this is exactly what you're looking for. Dupe this, please. I don't like any of these things. We got a minion, but we can no longer afford to, play all of our minions, so just give me my Unearth back. And then shovel that shit. Protect this man as best as you can. And just do shenanigans. Oh, did we just draw into clarity? Son of a bitch. Probably should have been paying a little bit of attention to that. Protect yourself. That slow is just frickin' huge, dude. And then protect Angorn because he cannot protect himself. Typical Angorn, am I right? I don't want to deal with that yet. I guess I'm dealing with that. We can actually get away with doing this because then it allows you to heal fully. Give you as much health as you can possibly get before you get bopped here for 29. Oh! This is about to become the most boring elite fight you guys have ever seen. We're about that. And this is just terrible. This is absolutely terrible. I guess we're going to stack some of that preemptively. Give me some fury and bop this man. Yeah, we want to bop this man? Yes. They're like twins. Look at them. They are like twins. The good thing here is that he's got the might in an area upon taking damage, but these enemies in particular just don't really attack that much. Like, as you can clearly see, they only really have like one attack, and then their ult, of course. So during the ult, obviously, we're a little bit spooked, but other than that, I'll eat this. What the frick is this? What the frick? You know what? I'm about it. You think I won't? And Gorn's gonna get his ultimate here. So we're feeling pretty damn good. Again, just constantly stacking that up. You're going to take 1 damage here, unfortunately. And you've gotten more of this, so let's just go ahead and... Maybe the correct idea is actually to face race you. I'm about it. I afraid's nothing, as you guys clearly see. Oh, we probably actually should have kept that for the recycle, but... meep bap. Yeah, we're actually looking pretty good. For a specific, totally not degenerate setup. Like, this fight is actually, like, straight up over. Not much to it, really. Yeah, you're probably gonna hit. Because we just want that damage out there. And then we'll actually keep the AP. It's really not gonna matter that much to us. Balls. Well, I guess we're doing something like this. Yep, fight's over. Pack it in, kids. Oh! Well, I don't know what I expected. At least we got some money out of him, huh? Why would you give me these decisions? Why would you give me these decisions? This is terrible. Oh, Dark Hell feels a little bit less important, what with Angorn having access to Cleanse Ultimate. Druidic Familiar can get real nasty, and I love it. Priestess Tunic, it's just, I mean, it's good. If she's going to be focusing on damage, then she's going to get a lot of shielding, so then it's going to help like buffer turns where somebody takes like a chunk ton of damage, while also facilitating not only her defensive options, but her offensive options. And so it seems like the best idea here as far as like something that's just generically good. Otherwise, Druidic Familiar, like I said, it's nasty. We honestly might take that. It would do us absolutely nothing right now, though, is the main problem that I have with it. Yeah. We'll take the Priestess Tunic. Another Spore Burst. I'm almost feeling that, honestly. Otherwise, Vanquish, just good. Like, I've talked a lot about Vanquish. We're also here, which is where the Echoing Tome is, would allow us to get quite a bit of oomph out of our, what am I trying to say? Our faith. We'd get a ton of faith. Otherwise, Divine Armor upgraded is pretty good. It's definitely better than our Holy Shields because of the fact that, you know, give one person 8, kind of nice. Give one person 6 and you also get 6. It's pretty good. Don't even need Spirit at that point. Obviously, it could be better. Like, there's better cards than Divine Armor, but for a common, to replace one of our starters, pretty freaking good. Again, Spore Burst would just make our deck more consistent. We'd more actively get, you know, the cards that we want. And, the cards that we want, of course, being Spore Burst, so that we can time out elites better. Otherwise, yeah, honestly, all of these are pretty damn good. I just feel like Vanquish is better than Divine Armor personally, but I could see somebody taking Divine Armor. We're going to take this Spore Burst, though. We're going to keep playing the game. The game, of course, being don't play the game. So I think we're going to upgrade... Oh, we didn't upgrade Arcane Spark? What a travesty. We didn't even put it in the deck. It might be Frostbolt, actually. Otherwise, looking here, Unearth is already upgraded. We've already got a true Spore Burst. I don't know, maybe it's Recycle, honestly. We'll upgrade Recycle. Sounds good. We get a minion, but we're going to wait on that. And you know what? We're going to go into bonus content, this shard battle right here. Now this guy I'm a little bit more worried about because it applies to Hex, but again, I guess we have easy access to... We have easy access to Cleanse in our setup, so... We gotta take care of this guy, though. That's a frickin' fact. Give me another clarity. There we go. That's precisely what we wanted. Instead of scaling all of our minions, I'd prefer to just get more minions out there. It's probably a little weird. Give me my minion back. We're taking the most damage. So protect me, Squire. If we use this, we're going to take a ton of Hex, and we're not going to cleanse it until next turn. Which means that we take a ton of damage. Not about that. So you're actually going to sit on this AP for a bit. You, on the other hand, are going to take 2 from you. Guess we'll keep you for a bit, because we do honestly have to like take care of this man right here. And I don't know why I thought that I had more AP. That is all my fault. That is all my fault. Got a ton of Hex, but again, we really don't care. Get that out there, cleanse. Do we want to recycle ourselves? Not really. Hit that. Guess we'll recycle you. Actually, we won't need to. 2 kills are going to happen here, so we want to take an animated carcass, play it, then do this. That's going to heal us up quite a bit. Do a bit of spotting there. I mean, I'll take it. Not what I wanted, but I'll take it. This Goblin Looter should be dead before his next ultimate, because Celeste is going to get her ultimate in turn. Okay. Unless... You're going to lose by 1. What a world. This should honestly just cover that issue. And you, I just want you to cycle your deck. Good stuffs. Do I want you to redraw your deck? I don't think so. Keep that. Good stuff. The fact that Carrion has to have like a slap fight with this guy, just, it sickens me. I can't believe that someone would do this. Why would Bits do this to poor Carrion? Anyways, we're kind of in like the same situation here where we don't really want to play any cards due to just how that's looking. Although we do cleanse next turn. I guess we can get away with this. It's going to be a little hurt, though. That leech is going to allow us to get 1 health back. Hello. Getting kind of annoyed of this guy. we weren't going to punch through that shield, so it wasn't really worth it for me to take Hex for that. All right. Now that that problem's done, we'll win eventually. Don't you worry. Thank you. Now that we're in this pretty much perfect setup here, where Celeste is always going to be giving herself 16 shield due to the amount of faith that she has, we are now in the position where we just really don't care, and we're going to go ahead and take this this hex that he's applying and all that. All right. What did I tell you? I told you that we were going to be able to kill all these guys. Apply one leech whenever you hit a target. Oh my good lord, that could actually be pretty... That could be absolutely disgusting. That could be absolutely disgusting. Maybe we take the Druidic Familiar, though. Ooh. Hmm. We're gonna take the Druidic Familiar and just hope that we get Phantom Scythe. I mean, after all, like I said, we're so good that we're going to be... Excuse me. That's really fucking good. Rights of Nature Plus is also not something to scoff at. It's adding cards into somebody's hand, which has a number of implications in the game. But inspiration. Maybe we should have taken that leech. This one's tough. I think it's inspiration though. And we're putting that in our deck. If we only had the right ultimate on these two, it would have been absolutely degenerate. But now we're in a situation where Angorn's going to have a ton of haste, theoretically speaking. And we want to use Spore Burst whenever it comes up. So that means that we are very well going to want to have another AP. Especially when we want to use Inspiration, which costs 3. Vigor gives 1 AP, draws 1 card. Pretty freaking good. Withering, I almost think, is pretty bad for us now. And draw hexing would just be to like face race a little bit better, but I think we're going to get more value out of draw vigor, to be perfectly honest. Alright, shame that that wasn't void power. Void power would have been incredible for us. Anyways, it has now been like 1 hour and 18 minutes. Take a look at all that bonus footage you guys got, huh? Just taking a look here. If we hit this, this would be 8, 9 shard battle. I think we're going to try and get a 3rd shard battle before the end of the act. And I honestly don't see this getting in the way of us at all. And due to the architecture of this area right here, we can't get blocked if one of these is in an event because there's no way for us to unveil like these tiles at the same time. So this is just a clear path right into here, and then we're going to take out that shard battle. And you will be seeing that on Friday, don't you worry. The only other thing that I'm looking at here is maybe... Maybe we actually upgrade this inspiration for 3 haste in an area. But I'm not too certain on that. And honestly, I think that we want to drop these Vine Lashes, get these Rejuves back, because these are cards that we play on our allies, and we just equipped Druidic Familiar, so we want to play cards on allies. Then it's going to just be working these people into someone who actually wants to draw a lot of cards, which for these two is actually quite easy. We just need 1 artifact on Carrion, and he's going to just absolutely blow the shit out of the water. It would also be nice to get a specific ability too, but we'll see if we can get that. Otherwise, yeah, we head to Anador next video. And until next time, we'll catch you guys around. And I almost forgot the outro. So, obviously, if you guys have any feedback, be it comments, questions, concerns, misplay alerts, be sure to leave that down in the comments below. And now, until next time, I'll catch you guys around.